Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another tutorial for the Age of Empires 2 scenario editor, and in this video I show you how to use the dead unit ID and how to do some tricks with that. So let's head straight into it. You access the dead unit AI via using the modify attribute effect. In this case I modified the dead unit ID of the knight and set it to 74. In order to know which number you want to put here, you need to first of all look at, like for example, the Kipchak has the ID of 1231, and if you want a unit to transform into a Kipchak on death, you would paste 1231 here, but this here is supposed to be a knight. And this applies to all units on the field and all units that you will be created later on as well, as long as you didn't change their names or something, because those actions stop the modify attribute effect to apply there. The next effect here is on the battle elephant of player 2 or on all battle elephants of player 2, and it sets the dead unit ID of the battle elephant to 863. This is a small pile of rubble. I will later on show you why I did that. Then here I changed a very simple trick, the dead unit ID of the petard to, well, the petards ID. So whenever this petard will die, a new one will spawn, basically infinite petards. And the final one here is the dead unit ID of the outpost, because it not only works on units but also on buildings as well. And here the number 894 is the ID of the Eastern Swordsman. So once the outpost here will gets destroyed, an Eastern Swordsman would spawn it. The same also applies to all other outposts on the map and even ones which are not built just yet. Now I'll show you the second trigger here, because what I wanted to do with the elephant is that whenever an elephant dies, a relic spawns on that location. So how did I do that? I already told you the dead elephant will not really be a dead elephant but a pile of rubble. And to make that pile of rubble transform into a relic, I used replace object, the 1x1 pile of rubble, with which is the dead unit ID of the elephant, transforms in, or gets replaced with a Gaia rubble, and then that Gaia rubble gets replaced with a relic made by Gaia. So why did I do this whole process this complicated? Well, sadly you cannot replace the dead unit AI of a player or AI controlled unit with the ID of a Gaia only object, and relics only can be Gaia objects. So you need to first replace that rubble pile with a Gaia controlled rubble pile, because with the replace object also it wouldn't work if you just use a relic here. So first of all, go to a object which can be both Gaia and player based, which is for example the rubble pile, because for some reason rubble piles can be player specifics, and then again replace that rubble, which is a Gaia object as well as a player object, so it works here. And then you can replace it with a relic, because the source player was Gaia, Gaia can control relics, so this works. At least hopefully. Let's just check it out, test it, and see if everything works as intended. Alright, here we are. There are two knights. And if one of them dies, a man-at-arms spawns, just as we set that in the triggers. And let's just blow up the outpost here with the petard. And there's the Eastern Swordsman. We can just really easily build that on as well. And here's the battle elephant. And if everything works as intended, so you need to wait for the animation to fully finish until the new unit will spawn. In this case, you see here a relic spawned. Very nice. Now once you delete those, you see here even the ones which I created after the scenario started also have a man-at-arms as that unit ID. So that works. And yeah, those were the things I wanted to show you about a dead unit ID. And yeah, I hope you can do something creative with that. If you have any ideas, any questions, and so on and so forth, be sure to leave them in the comments. And yeah, thanks for being around, thanks for watching, thought of the video, and I would like to wish you a great day. See you next time. This is Malcolm. Goodbye.